Empty God stands at Pantheon's peak. Oh, it's you. Oh, Jesus. So it's superpowered versions of the boss that I just fought. Oh, God. Alright, heal up. No! Heal, 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 no! Wow, that was it was an incredible victory, I'm sure you'll agree. Victory over life. Yeah, it's kind of a creepy one. Oh, Jesus. Especially since you find this boss in like a completely pitch black room surrounded by like bodies. Ah! The faces are really coming after me today. No. Well, that was not worth it at all. Shit, really? He hit me and pushed me into the wall, so it did shit tons of damage. I just want to die. Ooh, ooh. Such narrow dodges. Jesus. That was a spike. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I am certainly going to die. are you, lady? Listen, I need you to die. Ah! That was triumph. True triumph. Oh man, I don't even want to think about the Watcher Knights. Oh, you. Grim and Nightmare King Grim, I assume. Nosk blank blank. Alright, well I am going to quit this for now. Maybe I'll find a movie to watch. Public domain, of course. Did they add anything else to the extras? They have updated this game so many fucking times. Everybody should buy it and play it. Alright, what should we watch here? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just saying it's a really good game. Let's see. These all look like shit. The Law Rides Again. Its quality doesn't look amazing, does it? I can't do that. Maybe we can find like a good 50s movie. 50s or 60s? Yeah, I know, right? 1938. I have a feeling the quality might just like be a total crapshoot for these things. Just based on whatever copy they could get their hands on. Hurricane at Pilgrim Hill. That could be something good. Who knows? Oh, I can already see the racist caricatures. Maybe I can just find a better copy on YouTube. That's a little bit loud. I'm not familiar with these people. At all. Yeah, I assume they're all dead, for sure. These are the people that fought in World War II and came home. Oh man, this quality. I don't know about this.
Amalgamated Motors went up 2 points today.
I'm out of the market.
You're smart.
What's the use? I made $90,000 from the oil
All
well
these
last year. What
poor
did I
engines.
end up with? Taxes.
Gotta support the government.
Taxes.
I am deep good Indian necklace, boss.
Why, you ornery ding-dong, no-good Indians? I told
Oh
you,
my god.
you're giving the town a bad name.
UGH Funk.
Sitting out here selling necklaces. The 2 richest men in the state.
You got more than we got.
This is horrible.
Okay, then, 2 of the richest men in the state. Sitting out here in them feathers and moccasins.
Where are you going, Sam?
Going to Massachusetts to visit my granddaughter.
Used to be my great-great-grandfather's summer place.
What did?
Massachusetts. We sold it to you folks. Cost too much to keep up.
Hello, Johnny.
I'm sure that's the
Hello,
exact
Big Mouth.
reason.
Will you send me the fool when you get it all whittled out, huh, Big Mouth, huh? Johnny, how many times have I told you not to call your grandfather that awful name?
What's wrong with Big Mouth? The Indians gave me that name because I could bellow louder than any buck in the tribe.
Just,
Big Mouth. Good, strong name.
Ah, don't give me that cigar.
yeah, I'm
You're
sure they would
Indian,
get
don't
along
forget.
really well.
Sorry, Kate. It slipped.
That's all right. Oh, by the way, thanks for that check to the hospital fund. 10,000 was over.
Yes, I already hate him. They only said like one line
You
or something.
gave 10?
Sure.
I give 10. My secretary sends you check in the morning.
Thanks, Running Dear.
Ding dong, and now I've got to give 20.
That's what I figured.
Ding dong it!
What is ding dong up name?
It's a word I'm sadly reduced to by your mom. There
What, is
comes
that some
the
kind of
ding-dongs
swear?
Right now, it's about time, too. I'm here. Where's it been? Now, don't anybody get excited. I'm just going to Massachusetts to visit my granddaughter.
The fuck is he talking
And I don't
about?
want anybody to make a fuss.
Grandpa, don't shout.
Who's shouting? Running deer, get my grip out of the car, will you?
What's it worth to you?
2 bits.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Johnny, I want you to be a good boy and take real good care of your mom.
Big Mouth, you have spoken the law.
Yeah, they couldn't afford a secretary. What the hell?
He needs 2 bits like he needs a hole in his blanket.
Oh, Grandpa, you're not going to take that old sack.
Now, Kate, don't make a fuss. I've traveled with this thing too long to make a change now.
But you promised me you'd take the suit.
I said I'd bring it to the depot.
Oh,
then
these
Spark is
actors.
going.
Especially this old grandpa guy.
I'm afraid I am. That's what your grandma always said. Oh, here's my train now.
It reminds me too much of my, like, great uncle.
Now, Katie, don't you and Johnny worry about me. I'll be all right. Send your postcard as soon as you get there. And I'll have the boat finished for Johnny. Goodbye now.
Shoot the
Take
women
care of
first.
yourself.
Big mouth.
Priorities, after all. Wow.
Have jelly beans. No, thank you.
Jelly beans?
I'm going to Pilgrim Hill Mass. Are you? Yep, Pilgrim Hill Mass. My little granddaughter lives there. Indeed. A fellow named Jonathan Smith seems to be the big noise in Pilgrim Hill. Runs the whole place. Ever hear of him? No. Yeah. Seems to be Smith that's making my little granddaughter unhappy. She's married to
So this
a real
guy is
nice
actually
fella.
just like an uncultured swine.
Tom Adams, lawyer. Hey, are you listening? Oh, yes.
That's what it seems like, and he's fucking carving into it.
Who does this Jonathan Smith think he is? Making my little granddaughter unhappy. I'll tell him where to get off. I can tell you that right now. I've got to say I ain't a Norman. Oh, no. Well, I don't want to talk you to death anyway. I'll just relax and figure out tomorrow's plans.
Is this whole movie just gonna be his, like, shitty ramblings? I hope it develops into something more. Just he travels to a new location and it's like, go some new
After all, it's
place.
only been 4 years, and people who've met Grandfather even for 2 seconds never forget him.
Impressive, eh? That's the general idea I got of him.
Look, Tom, Sam's a darling, and I do love him, but Well, Eastern people might not understand him.
Oh, people are people.
Oh, but Sam's pretty special.
We'll give him full honor.
What do you mean?
He's going to get the full A1 treatment.
Tom, what do you mean?
What does that mean?
Jonathan, the great Smith, is going to be on hand.
Oh, no.
I thought that'd surprise you.
On ham?
Curious the effect that the first man in a woman's life has on her. Even now, I still love you.
What's the matter, dear?
Tom, you were kidding, weren't you? Jonathan
Oh,
Smith is
yeah, the
really
brain
gonna be
damage.
here.
Well, of
All the
course
shrapnel
he
in the
is.
brain.
We'll head him off, trip him, anything. Only keep him off this platform until we get Sam home.
Janet, have you gone mad?
Look, Tom, trains excite Sam. He's still calling them the Iron Horse.
You're exaggerating.
Trains
You'll
excite
see,
him.
you and Mr. Interfering Smith.
Somebody might hear you.
Well, I don't care if they do. Whose
They
idea
might
was it
hear
you should
that
be
I'm an
here?
interfering
Smith
Smith.
offered.
Exactly. Coming down to look my grandfather over.
Well, I can hardly tell my most important
Your
client. not-
most important client. The way you and the rest of the people in this town bow down to Jonathan Smith is positively sickening.
Now, how did we get started?
Yeah,
on
it
this?
does seem kind of like
Because
that.
people excite
Just got some
Sam.
kind of
People excite Sam.
normal
Trains excite
brain
Sam.
issue,
What?
but they're making a big deal of it because it's
Excite Sam.
the 50s.
You know, I can't think of a single thing.
Morning, Adam.
Yeah.
My dear.
Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Morning.
Oh, young lady, I suppose you're very happy.
Very.
It always gives me great pleasure to receive a newcomer into our peaceful cultural surroundings here at Pilgrim Hill, especially my own attorney's family.
It was good of you to come down, sir.
We do what we can. We do what we can.
Is this some kind of secret
Very
society?
accurate. Presented to me by John Ellsworth. You know he was my attorney for many years. Splendid attorney. So very grateful.
Mm-hmm. Cthulhu? Somebody speaking in tongues? That would be a good twist.
Adam, perhaps you better
I would love it.
Why, you bunch of crooks! You thieves!
Oh no.
Robbers! Sheep herders!
What-
What's the rules, sir? I don't
What happened on that train?
Poker! Poker! You're in with them tin horns.
Gambling is illegal on the train.
Illegal.
Oh.
It wasn't illegal till I held this straight place. Why didn't you enforce it before?
But Mr. Jonathan Smith insists that we enforce the rules within the incorporated village of Pilgrim Hill.
Pilgrim Hill. Pilgrim Hill. Why, for 2 bits I'd buy this ding-dong railroad. I'd tear up the tracks and I'd run it around the town. Jenna! Baby!
Now his whole mood
It's
changed.
your grandfather.
Here, son. Take care of that. And be sure this feller don't chisel some of that away from you.
Grandpa!
That's not really a black person.
Honey girl, you've growed into the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
How...
Here, Bob. Take care of them things. Bring your butler down to the depot just to impress your old grandpappy, eh? That's pretty good. This must be Tom. Yep, I recognize you from your picture. Son, I'm mighty happy to meet you. Well, what are you standing there for, Bob? Get them things out the car.
Sam, this is Mr. Jock.
Son, you never call a butler mister. It's either Jeeves or Metters or whatever his handle is. And look at my...
Man, he just dominates the conversation.
Anything,
Holy
honey?
shit.
You figuring on making me a great-grandpappy real soon?
Sir, I am.
You don't have to sir me, Bob. It's plain Sam Smedley or Big Mouth. If you're part Indian. Come on, honey, let's get out of here. You can't hang around the depot all day. Well, hop that bag along, Bob. We ain't got all day.
Just everyone stares
I'm sorry,
agape.
Mr. Smith. I'm sure he'll apologize when he realizes...
Go. Go.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at you, too.
You're all right, son.
Let's get out of here.
That was the same guy, but they gave a completely different camera angle with him in a different position.
Hey, what happened to that butler fella?
Strange.
You make him walk, eh?
Sam, darling, that wasn't the butler. That was Mr. Jonathan Huntoon Smith.
You know, I kind of figured out that's who it was.
You knew?
Sure.
You knew?
Always believed in getting in the first row. Have some jelly beans?
Good heavens, no.
Nobody wants his jelly beans.
Well, say,
I guess that's
honey,
going to be a
this is-
reoccurring
this is
joke.
Jim Dandy. Yes, sir. A little tramp, but not bad. Fella couldn't do much of his rope throwing in here.
This house happens to be 150 years old.
Oh, you don't need to apologize about that to me, son. It's a roof over your head, ain't it?
I think I'd better go see Mr. Smith. He's also our neighbor. Lives right next door.
Oh, you don't have to worry about him, son. We'll eliminate him in good time. You know, Johnny,
Eliminate him.
I ain't had a wink of sleep in 2 nights.
Do tell.
Poor thing. Couldn't you get a berth?
Can't play poker in a berth. On the train, I met some fellas who had invented a new way of dealing from the bottom. That is, they thought they'd invented a new way of dealing from the bottom. They found out. Well, I'll just stretch down here on the couch and grab off 40 winks.
Don't you want to go to your room?
But for I ain't been bad, have I?
Man,
No, honey, you just go ahead, whatever you expect to do, and I'll stretch down here and dope out some plans.
this really is just racist
I'll
Grandpa
be
the
all right.
movie.
Janet,
Yes, Dad.
come here and sit down with your granddaddy. What's the trouble, daughter? That big ox been mistreating you?
Of course not.
Well, your letters to Catherine don't sound like a happy girl. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. Everything, I guess.
Smith?
Yeah, I think you've got something there,
Oh,
Corey.
Sam, no woman likes to see her husband cater to another man, no matter how rich he is.
No. Say, who was that young fellow at the depot? The one who was doing all the laughing?
Oh, Steve Terhune. He does odd jobs, repairs. He's a good mechanic, too, but nobody will trade with him anymore.
Why not?
Mr. Smith doesn't like him. You see, he's in love with Debbie, Smith's daughter.
Uh-huh. The boy makes an
Oh,
honest
but
living,
they're
don't he?
introducing
Sure.
new plot.
You know, honey, I'm beginning to think I don't like this Mr. Smith.
Oh, now, Sam, please
Now,
don't be-
granddaughter,
I don't
don't you
like
go
this
trying to
Mr.
teach your old
Smith.
granddaddy to suck eggs. Though just why anyone would want to teach a nice old gentleman like me such a revolting habit is something I've never been able to find out. Ah.
And Grandpa shoots Mr. Smith. I could see that happening. I know. It's got quite a few of those. It wasn't a very flattering angle, to be fair.
Hold it, son!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't ever do that again.
Sorry, son. You're doing it wrong. Yeah. Ain't your fault, though. Club's badly balanced. Tell that just for looking at it.
Perhaps you'd care to show me how to drive a golf ball.
Sure.
Golf isn't as easy as it looks. It's all a matter of concentration.
Yeah, you don't have to
Keep your
fucking
left arm straight, swing back slowly,
Rich explain it to us.
shift your weight, and then snap the wrist at the moment of impact.
I used to hit the ball, ain't it?
Yeah, hit it as far as you can.
All right, son, just stand aside.
Wait, why did he come up and say you're not doing it right and then proceed to be instructed?
Great Scott, right through the canvas.
I'm sorry, son. I held back, but not enough, I guess. I'll fix that hole first chance you get. She landed yet?
Clear over to Smith's and still on the carry.
Really?
You stay here. I'll go fetch it.
I'll take your word for
No,
it.
you can't do that.
Why not?
Well, that's Mr. Smith's property. No one's allowed on there without permission.
He's kind of a snob, ain't he?
Well, I don't think so.
No, you wouldn't. Because if you don't watch your step, you're going to turn into one yourself.
Now, Mr. Smedley,
Son, You're
Mr.
waiting around
Smedley.
up to your neck in a lot of manners dead folks used to use.
We have our ways, and we like them.
Tradition's a fine thing, but you've got to take it easy. It's all right for a fellow to wear one of them little white ties and tailcoats if he wants to. But if he gets in a sweat and swivel about it, you know what'll happen?
What?
Your collar will wilt. I'm going to take a walk.
Maybe I'd better go along with you.
No, son. You stay here and practice.
This is nothing like what I
I'm
thought
going
this
down
would
yonder
be.
and take a look at that ocean. I've never seen one.
For some reason, I thought there would be a lot of shooting and action.
Tell me his name and I'll shoot him down like a dog.
I like how his line just got interrupted by a cut there.
Have a jelly bean? Any varmint that'll make a pretty girl like you cry like that just don't deserve to live. What's his name?
Holy
Steve.
shit.
Steve Terhune.
You're Debbie Smith. Don't seem
I
possible.
think he's gonna go out like
Old
a
Smith ain't human enough.
Gran Torino rampage, except he's gonna actually have some guns.
Yep.
I've heard of you.
Say, why don't you and this Terhune
Yeah,
fella
he might
up,
just-
run off and get married?
Might just get late.
You want to talk about a subject, you really start right in the middle, don't you?
Hit him in the middle, Smedley. That's what they always called me. But why don't you run off?
Well, I'm willing, but Steve won't. Seems to think I couldn't be happy if I left here. He's crazy. I'd be happy any place with him.
Dear me. Things around here sure need a stirring up, don't they?
You can say that again.
It could. But it won't.
Alright, fair enough. But like you could though.
You'll be hearing from me.
I hope so.
You know, if this was 40 years ago, I think I'd teach that young Terhune fella a lesson myself.
You know, if this was 40 years ago, I think I'd want you to.
Whoa. Hang on now. Why does it have to be 40 years ago? Steve says my hair reminds him of an octopus and it scares him. Yeah. It might scare me too. If like the appendages were flailing around and all that. Oh, the pose. Dang it. Oh, he's just gonna keep going, huh? Alright. Is he just like an anarchist?
Who did that? Who did this?
Oh, it's his window.
Oh,
The crotchety old
but it's kind of hard for a girl to make a pot
dude
of
across
smaller
the
in a town
street.
where he's been top dog for so long.
Well, that's her side of it. I've got mine.
Well, you know, sometimes folks can get together and talk it over.
I'm not even allowed on the place.
Yeah, fix your window, can't you?
Yes, I guess so.
Well, now, if I break a window, I've got to pay for it. And if I've got to pay for it, I'm picking out the fella that's going to fix it.
Listen, mister. Smith runs this town. If you break his window, he'll...
Wrong word, son. Broke. Have broke. He'll be along soon.
Yeah, it's just fucking
I 4 or
semantics.
5 fellas where your place was, so he'd know where to find me.
Oh, brother.
Just a sample of my kind of planning.
Oh,
What'd I tell
brother.
ya? Here he comes now. Wonder who that fella is with him.
I have a feeling they're not taking him serious yet, but he's a serious like threat to society.
Yeah.
Admiral, arrest that man. By the powers invested me as sheriff of Honeysuckle County, I arrest you.
Get out of here, you doggone promise you ain't arresting nobody.
Now, come on.
I'll have you out fight back in Wyoming, I'll string you up.
No,
Oh my god.
Down your
I'm sorry
hide.
to be late, Mr.
So
Smith.
he's now resisting arrest.
What's up?
I'm placing Smithy where he belongs.
Sam, what did you do?
Never mind what I did. I never thought I'd find you on the side of the enemy.
Admiral, make the arrest.
Just a moment. What's the charge?
Whose lawyer are you, Adams?
Well, I work for you on a yearly retainer. But when it comes to putting my family in jail, I'm on the other side of the fence.
You hear that, Sheriff? There's good stuff in that boy once you scrape off the crust.
Be quiet.
Be
Mr.
quiet.
Smith, what's the charge?
Assault and battery.
There can hardly be assault because a man accidentally hits a golf ball too far.
Oh, now, his age can't hit a ball that far. He used a gun of some kind.
No.
That's perfectly ridiculous.
It's what he did. I saw him sighting down the barrel of it.
Mr. Smith, as your attorney, I've got to warn you that a suit for false arrest can be very expensive.
Well, you're not my lawyer as of this minute.
Very well.
I preach that.
Sheriff, you'd better get Mr. Smith to sign a complaint. Otherwise, the suit for false arrest can be directed against you.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Smith?
No, I'm not signing anything.
Well, I can't make an arrest on a violation I didn't see, unless there is a complaint.
Of course, we're perfectly willing to pay for the accident.
Sure, pay for anything we break. That's me, cash on the line smuggling.
Shut up.
I can do that, too.
Well, Mr. Smith?
All right. I have a glazier, and I'll send you the bill.
You will not. If I'm paying for it, I'll pick out the boy that's going to do the work. Steve, go out there and fix that window.
You're
You will not
incoherent
stand another
sometimes,
loud on
sir.
my property. I demand that you send to Boston for a glazier.
There ain't nothing in the law says I've got to. Ain't that right, Sheriff? The man's right, Mr. Smith. He admits the damages and he's willing to pay for it. There's
Sir,
nothing
you
that
are
says
standing
he-
very close to me.
Yes, sir. It's either that or you pay for it yourself.
All right. Send him out. But you stay outside the house.
Okay. I'll do the best I can that way.
Come on, Sheriff.
Well, I guess I'll mosey along.
No. You're coming home with me and stay there. You caused enough trouble for one day.
Son,
Oh, the
don't
crackle.
ever get married. If you do get married, don't have children. If you do have children, don't have grandchildren. If you do
Yeah,
have
they were so
grandchildren,
close.
disown them before they go up and marry some crook that'll misjudge you.
It's like they were looking longingly into each other's
Yes, sir,
eyes. That's the
my
logical
ginger.
next step.
He talked right up to that old cuss. I want to tell ya. He told old Smith just about where he could get off at.
Did you, Tom?
Yes, like a fool.
Boy, you're a good lawyer. And old Smith ain't the only client in the world.
No, but he's the most important one in this town.
That's true, Grandpa.
I thought you didn't like him.
I don't. But after all, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize Tom's career.
What the fuck is this movie?
What's done is done.
Tom,
Yes.
I love you.
Well, I love you too. If I'd known 4 years ago what your family was like, I'd still have married you.
Now you see what I've done. If it hadn't been for me, you two would have never...
Grandpa, be quiet.
Yes, do.
He's gonna cause accidentally a whole bunch of
why.
good things to happen because of his mischief. And everyone's gonna be really thankful for him. They gon' fuck.
Good morning, Grandfather. I remember that you got up early. We always get up early, too, don't we?
Yeah, then the cats are texting.
Nothing like it. Clean, fresh morning.
It'll go out on a good note.
Breakfast is ready.
I don't want any breakfast now.
You know, besides all the
I'll
horrible
go
pain
take a walk
and
while you folks eat.
the shits.
Good. We'll go with you. We always go for a long walk in the morning, don't we, dear?
Sure. Nothing like it. Clean, fresh walk.
Yeah, well, I like to run a mile or so before I eat my breakfast.
So do we.
Okay, I can see we ain't getting no break. We might as well go and eat. Ding dong, Easterners. I have come all the way to Massachusetts to be told when I should get up out of bed and go out.
Well,
If only you weren't such a stubborn mule.
And if only you weren't such a sneaky little type.
a sneaky little type.
I hate this darn game. Makes me sick. What are we out here for anyway?
We came out to get evidence on how far you can hit a golf ball, just in case Mr. Smith changes his mind about suing you for breaking his window.
Well, what do you sit down?
Doesn't seem like you have anyone relevant here to
you
watch.
No talking on the tee. And no profanity on the golf course, or the Board of Governors will dismiss you just as quickly for that as they would if they caught you stealing.
Stealing. Thunderation. The next thing I know, you'll be accusing me of smoking cigarettes. I'm going home.
Oh, Sam.
I'm going home. I'm a disgrace to you, stealing.
Now, nobody accused you of stealing. Your Honor, darling.
This is where it turns into Happy Gilmore. Yep. Make the woman go first. To show you what
Now, didn't she hit that
he's
boogie?
gonna be up against.
Say, you shouldn't let a girl in her condition swing like that.
But Janet isn't.
She's not.
No.
Jazz
What you getting
cigars.
so darn moody with me for?
You know, the one in them jazz clubs. Air's always thick with smoke from the jazz cigars.
Has he gone mad?
The leg shifting
I taught him a Cherokee shift. He ain't got it quite right.
Cherokee
You
shift.
zig twice
Okay.
before you zag.
You're kidding me.
The best shot you've ever made in your life. Oh, Sam, you have to show me how to do that.
Tape for ladies for obvious reasons.
Mr. Smith. Adams,
Obvious
Go, my
reasons.
head, Gus.
Because
I have an important business appointment.
you
Well,
move
not
your
all of
hips
it,
in such a way that
Janet and I've already hit.
you
the
obviously
super red
can't do it.
Certainly, Mr. Smith, you go right ahead. We're in no hurry. As a matter of fact, we like to play slowly.
Thank you.
I don't.
You don't what?
I don't like to play slow. As a matter of fact, I think we'll play faster than you will.
I see. I'm sorry. I didn't know there were any objections.
There are.
Very well. I must say, Adam.
Oh, they've actually
your
arrived to
guest
watch.
is most
Okay, good.
unfortunate. Low as our standards are, there is a limit.
Mr. Smith, you must remember that you're speaking of my family.
I don't like your tone, Adam.
Quiet!
Neither do I like your
There's no
family.
talking on the tee.
I shall take this matter up with our board of governors.
Just as you wish. It's obvious, Mr. Smith, what action your board of governors will take. Janet and I will resign whenever you wish.
Those people are way too close to the fucking golf club as he swings that.
We'd be holding them up all the way around. Let them go through.
Smell his breath.
My boy, a man don't have to be drunk to indulge in a little common courtesy.
Who said anything about drunk?
Just a minute there, Smith.
Who spoke?
You know ding dong where who spoke. Let's get that
I mean,
ball.
yeah, good point.
Of yours is mine.
Like, why even ask?
Tom Adams, just so right here. Smith, looks like you're a ball thief.
There must be some mistake.
Think so? Son, how many balls you got in that bag?
6.
There's only 3, Mr. Adams. I just looked.
Catch a man with a horse that ain't his, he's a horse thief. Smith here is a ball thief. It's the
Oh.
law of the range.
What a horrible sin.
There's a likely looking tree over here.
Sam.
All right, we won't take the law into our own hands. But you can tell this to your board of governors.
Just a minute. Sam, how many balls did you accidentally hit over toward Mr. Smith's house?
Ah, son, you spoiled it all.
Of course, that's it. I put them in my pocket and forgot to return them to you.
Quite understandable.
It's very nice of you to take it that way.
Just a minute, Smith.
God, he's gonna keep interrupting. He just wants to dominate everything about this
One
situation.
more.
Extraordinary.
Can't just let anything happen.
Just when I had him sewed up as tight as a drum. Son, you're so pure it's disgusting. Well, play ball. Now can I drive?
Well, you better wait. You might hit him.
Well, they're on the green.
No.
Tom, it's 350 yards.
Yeah. Even I couldn't drive that far.
Well, goodness me. Oh, fuck off with this pose. I thought it was supposed to be going high?
Them Cherokees never knew their own strength.
Let's get out of here.
We've certainly established the evidence.
Come on.
Hey, I thought we
I
were going to
don't
play
understand
golf.
how that has anything to do with the
Oh,
Cherokees.
Martha, we'll have our coffee in the living room.
coffee in the living room. I've heard of traveling to a meal, but I've never heard of traveling through it. Hey, Martha, never mind setting the table for breakfast. Just toss it at us as we circle around.
Your grandfather makes funny jokes.
You really think
He's
so?
such a card.
No.
I'll get it.
You know, son, you're improving every minute. Just keep it up, and the first thing you know, you'll be like me.
I'd cut my throat first.
Good evening, my dear. Is that brilliant young husband of yours home?
I would literally die.
Ah, there you are, Adams. A little problem has come up that I need your advice on.
Mr. Smith, are you telling me that I still represent you?
Why, of course, my boy. Of course you must have misunderstood me. A man often says in temper what he doesn't mean.
Not me. I never lose my temper. That's why they call me easygoing Smidley.
Oh. Oh, yes, that's very interesting. Now, Adams...
You are not easygoing at all.
Don't call me Adams.
My dear boy, I didn't know it offended you. Thomas?
That'll be satisfactory.
Thomas it will be. Now, about that beachfront.
I've watched that. I think if we go at it right, we can get it rezoned.
Thomas, my boy, it's a positive pleasure to do business with you.
Mr. Smith, I do hope Grandfather's drive didn't hurt you.
No, of course not. Accidents will happen. By the way, that reminds me, Mr. Smedley, you must teach me how to hit a golf ball like that. All my life I wanted to drive that first green.
I won't do it.
What?
I won't teach this fella my Cherokee shift.
But why not? After all, your grandson and I are
It's a
business
secret.
associates and we're good friends.
Won't teach nobody who's standing in the way of true love.
Sam, that's none of your
What?
business.
Well, I'm making it my business. Why do you suppose they call me Nosy Smedley? We'll just forget about that.
Steve Terhune will never marry my daughter.
And you'll never drive the first green.
Well, after all, he does have a point, Sam. Steve and Debbie do have different backgrounds.
Background. I'm surprised at you. What background you got? We all lived in a shack until some crazy fool struck oil in the front yard. When the young feller got backbone, he don't need no background. What background have I got? I'm ashamed of myself.
So your circumstance
why should
for getting
you?
rich was just being extremely lucky?
And what background have you got? A pair of my Indian friends told me about a Jonathan Smith way back, who used to sell the tribes wooden nutmegs.
Nevertheless, Steve Terhune will never marry my daughter. Why, there's a breath of life in my body.
That so?
It is.
All right, Bub. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you to hit a golf ball.
Sam, what are you up to?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm going to teach this feller the genuine Cherokee shift, but at my time and my place.
That's fair enough.
I understand you own a little summer home on an island just off the coast.
Kiwi Island.
Yeah, is
Yes,
that
I
really
own it.
how this is
I'll
going to
meet you there
happen?
tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
He's going to go to an
But
isolated
surely
island,
The golf course is the logical place.
and then this
No.
guy's never going to come
It
back?
calls for a wiggle and a waggle, and it ain't no good in public until you get it right. You meet at my time, where I say, or not at all.
Well, I...
Depends on how bad you want to drive that first green.
Well, I wanted to go out there tomorrow morning anyhow. All right. I'll meet you there.
It's a deal.
I'll tell the launchman to be ready for you.
You needn't bother.
But how will we get out there?
I'll paddle my own canoe. Granddaughter, any other rooms we need to eat in?
Let's go in the kitchen and have our coffee.
Boy.
Good. Then I'll go to bed and grab some sleep. You know, golf lessons take it out of a fella. Kiwi Island. Shouldn't be hard to find. Good night, everybody. You know,
He's looking a little bit more
tomorrow's gonna be
sinister
a
now.
mighty interesting day.
Yeah, let it end in something. At least. What? Wait, is the implication that they already killed him?
What are you doing? I'm conjuring up a hurricane.
No man can conjure up a hurricane.
That's what I thought myself.
A
the one day I
hurricane.
was out on the prairie with Singing Wolf. Biggest medicine man in the Ramapo tribe. Was ever hear of him?
Can't say that I have.
Ah, you wish nurse. Well, sir, one day, Singing Wolf put on this dance, and up come the biggest bro you ever see. Stand aside, please.
Let me guess. A hurricane is going to happen.
I don't care how much that wolf sang. No man can conjure up a hurricane.
Yeah, I don't seem to
Stop
have
pronouncing
much
it so weirdly.
That's because it can't be done.
Nobody can say I didn't try. Saying Wolf told me that thing was foolproof.
I thought he was just dancing around the grave of the dude who came to the island.
Jonathan Smith's out on Kiwi Island.
But a big storm would wash right over Kiwi.
That's the idea. Jonathan himself told me he'd never let Debbie and Steve marry as long as he was alive. There's only one thing to do.
You Western fellows think awfully direct.
He gave me the idea himself. Blow! Ding dong, you blow!
You're lucky it doesn't work.
How come?
I'd have to arrest you for manslaughter.
Couldn't prove nothing.
Oh, I know something about conjuring.
No.
My
Wait,
great
you
aunt
do?
Jezebel, on my father's side, was a witch.
You don't say.
Yep, lived over Salem way. They convicted her, but at the last minute she escaped.
How'd you do that?
Flew right out the courthouse window.
I love that exchange.
I was ordered
That
to work
it was so
outside.
earnest.
Wouldn't keep a dog out in a storm like this.
Some guys would leave on a crack like that. Not me.
You know, I think you like me just because of my television set.
And now for your weather report.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
Good evening.
no.
And now for your weather report. The storm I mentioned last night, that's due tonight, is here. The weather point lies about 180 degrees off the east coast, with the intensity of a hurricane. Well, it's in a hurry anyhow.
That storm's been switching back and forth for a week. It's going to be a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't you better get started for Kiwi?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Sam, what did you mean about Smith's ancestor selling wooden nutmegs?
Oh, it's an old Yankee trick. They used to carve them out of wood and sell them for the real thing. And if this fella Smith ain't one of them sharp trading Yankees, I never seen one. Some storm. Ding dong, treacherous redskins.
You better run along.
Yeah.
Please, Grandpa, just run along. I don't want to hear any more of your trife.
Here she comes! Look at them dark clouds up there!
Yep, he really did summon a hurricane.
I knew my friends wouldn't give me a bum steer.
Just as I thought.
Look, if it's going to be that rough, you better not go. You're no sailor.
Hell, I ain't a going. I'm going to tell Debbie and Steve they can get married.
Wait,
Debbie, I got great news for you. You still here? How long did it take to fix the window?
There were interruptions.
Yeah. Well, I've got great news for the both of you. By tomorrow morning or late tonight, it'll be okay for you two to get married.
What are you talking about?
It's all fixed. And by who? You don't believe me, do you?
We don't.
And do you know where your father is?
No.
why are you speaking for her? Come on.
Kind of secretive about where he was going. Yes, he's at the club.
Club my eye right this minute. He's out on Kiwi Island.
Father is?
But
Sure.
he'll be killed.
Sure, pretty slick, ain't it?
Sam, are you sure he's there?
Sure. I'm the gazebo who rode him out there.
You old maniac.
Well, that's a fine way to talk to me. I thought you two kids would receive the good news with joy and shouting.
I'll call Captain Ben, get him to go out.
No, I figured that one out, too. Nobody in this town would risk their life to save old man Smith.
Oh.
Well, you're the most horrible, awful, savage
Now,
old...
Debbie, hold on.
Holy shit.
The whole plan. Steve's got to go out there and save him. You get it?
Do you know what a hurricane
You get it?
Sure, I've been through lots of them. All you do is crawl in the hole till it blows over.
But this is on water.
I've been studying that. Ocean's the same as the prairie. Except for the waves.
Steve will be risking
Yeah,
his
about
life.
that.
I know that too, honey, but that's a risk we've just got to take.
Miss Debbie! Miss Debbie, your father is...
We know.
Sam Smedley, I'm arresting you on a charge of manslaughter.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Maybe he did get Dad to go out there, but he couldn't have known
Wait,
the storm
so
was
he's
going to hit.
really putting stock in the witchcraft and using it to arrest him?
Besides, Steve said this one's been playing around off the south coast for a week.
Yeah, young sprouts think you know everything.
Steve went to get Captain Ben.
There's an awful lot of storm out there.
Just wonder how he's gonna hold up in like court or anything like
See what I
that.
told you? Looks like it's up to you, son.
Harry agreed to lend me his boat.
Well, I'm going with you.
No, you're not. You're staying right here. You're not
Look,
going.
if you can go, I can go.
Now, look at here, honey. I don't think I remember how to turn this hurricane off.
No, Debbie.
That's it, son. All you've got to do is to go out there and be a hero, and we'll have a nice hot drink waiting for you when you come back.
I've got news for you.
I ain't got no time to hear it.
You're going with me. I'll need help in the boat.
Why, boy, You wouldn't want me to go out there and rob you of all your glory, would you?
Mommy,
This guy's in every single scene in this movie.
You're just staying right here.
Well, who's arguing? Jump! Hold that thing on Dexter!
There's no plot development that can't happen without this fucking grandpa. Well, I guess he wasn't in the kiss scene. That's the only one.
Below! It's too wet down there! Below! Below! Downstairs! Oh! It's never! What's that?
Steve started the engine.
Yeah, this looks like they're really out there in the hurricane.
I better get up there and help him.
Oh, no, you don't. You sit right down here. He'll yell if you need to.
Out on the border, they call me Sam Smedley the volunteer. Anything I can do to help you, son?
Oh, he's dead.
I don't want to get washed over. Hand me
I
that
thought,
line.
I thought his body was just limp.
Here, take the other end and tie it around something secure.
2 eyes. What? 2 eyes. Quicker than saying aye.
You know, this would be the perfect time to transition into a horror movie. Just put, like, the creature from the Black Lagoon on that thing, or whatever.
Wait. It's already tied off. Hey, where you going? Leaving the wheel in a storm like this. That's mutiny, son.
Where are you going? Being weighed down off the boat.
Oh, whoa, bet you gal. Take it easy, gal. What kind of a seaman are you? You could be shot for leaving the wheel in a storm. Get below. I don't think I can
I can't believe he actually calls himself easygoing. He's, like, always critical of everything else. Every time anyone else does anything, he's shouting at them in response.
Let me here with you.
Sam, as a favor to me, will you sit down beside me?
No, I won't. I can't run this critter unless I can see where I'm going. Man, the pump.
Why would you
Will
do
lie
that?
down and be quiet?
Gal, this is mutiny.
Lie down.
I've got to get up there and help Steve.
You stay right here.
We're almost to Kiwi. Come on up to grab Mr. Smith.
See what I told you?
God, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is an actual movie.
Where have you been? When I make a date, I'm never late. That's why they call me Johnny on the spot Smedley.
You'll get him below.
Yeah, he means downstairs.
Johnny everything, Smedley.
Oh, darling, you're safe. Oh, here, sit. Oh,
You mean to say you love him after what he did to you and Steve?
he's my father.
That don't give him no call to act like a tyrant.
Oh, you hush up. He's exhausted. Try and make father some tea, will you? I'm gonna go up and help
Have
Steve.
I got to cook for that
Oh.
old rattlesnake?
Do
Don't-
as you're told.
Don't leave him alone with the almost dead man. He's just gonna finish the job.
I felt that somehow you knew that storm was coming when you arranged to meet me at the island.
About time somebody around here appreciates my talents.
Then you admit it.
Sure, I admit it. You gave me the idea yourself.
I did.
You told me that Steve couldn't marry Debbie as long as you were alive. So there was nothing left to do but kill you.
He's literally admitting it,
You had to
like
be
to
planning to go away
premeditation.
with me.
Don't gawk over words, Bob. What I meant to do was kill you. Pure and simple, kill you.
Oh my god.
My soul.
I wouldn't do that either. What do I know about cooking on that ding-dong thing? Here, take a look at this. That'll warm you up.
You won't mention it to anyone, will you?
You're a Lulu, you are. You need a drink to save your life, and all you're thinking about is scandal. Give me that bottle.
No. How much is medicinal?
Yeah, definitely
How's
medicinal.
that?
I can't tell you. No, don't hide it away. I might have a relapse. Brother.
He used to be an alcoholic.
I should arrange a suitable, even generous reward for young Tihoon.
Yeah, there you go again. All you can think about is money. That young fella saved your life.
Oh, nonsense. The village is full of seafaring men. I'm sure one of them would have put out to save me.
Smith, you better take another drink.
Why?
I've got something to tell you, and you're going to need it.
Oh, dear.
Steve called every house in town, and not one man would put out to save your life for love nor money.
Everybody hates you.
You wanted everybody in this town to live the way you wanted them to.
That was the right way to live.
Brother, there ain't any one right way to live. What's right for you is wrong for me.
I only did my duty.
Okay. You had a fine time. You even stood in the way of your daughter marrying the fellow she was in love with because you didn't think he was as good as you are.
Well, Steve Terhune is...
Steve Terhune was man enough to save your life with my help.
I can't help but think that this moral was not established very well in the movie.
I was glad to hear that.
Please. Take it easy.
Yeah. You get the idea?
Yes, I get it.
Storm's blowing itself out. How do you feel, Father?
I got a hunch he's going to be okay.
Swell.
I better get up on deck. It's a wonder they ain't left us already. Maybe you'll need another sub. And don't worry too much. It's never too late to change. Hey,
except for me, because I'm old as fuck.
Where are we?
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking hate himself for the rest of his life.
Steve!
Huh. He must have seasick. I'll bring her in. I'll ride this critter bareback if need be.
It's a happy, feel-good story. Summoned a hurricane to kill one person.
Sam!
Don't worry, honey. I saved him.
How'd you ever make it over and back in this storm?
Oh, a fellow can do anything once he sets his mind to it.
Sam Smedley, you're under arrest. Anybody who wants to arrest my old partner, Sam Smedley, has got a ding-dong or shoot it out with me.
It's all right, John. We'd better go up the ladder. Do you think you can make it?
Why should we have to go up the ladder? Tell them to bring the dock down here.
He was holding that whiskey bottle like a gun before. Oh, they're the best of buds now. It's all fine.
I don't know what we'd have done without you.
You may think you're kidding, son, but it's a fact.
I know it.
Order! Get the bags. Everything all right with you two, Sprouts?
Oh, wonderful.
I wish you could stay for the wedding.
It wouldn't do to have a best man who was better looking than the bridegroom. Oh, there's the whistle. Where's Smith?
Well, I don't know where he went.
I reckon he's too embarrassed to come down and show me his gratitude. Oh, they're blowing the whistle. Here we go. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Sam.
He really sorted everything out.
Hey!
May as well call him King Midas.
Don't forget to write. Send a postcard. Don't forget my grandchildren. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
On a jelly bean? Oh wait, did he lose his jelly beans
That
in the hurricane?
didn't clean forget my jelly beans.
I knew it.
Here, have one of mine.
Well,
Oh
thanks.
shit.
Oh, God. How are you? Where are you going?
How's the housing situation out your way?
If what I've got out there ain't big enough, I'll build on. Afraid you won't like it, though.
Why not?
I'm the head man in Prairie Falls. Folks out there jump when I speak.
Oh, well, I'll fix that. I can do for you what you did me.
I very much doubt it. Can you summon hurricanes?
Licorice. Really? I love it. May I?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, did he poison them? This is a... All right. That was kind of gruesome. I'm not sure if he was supposed to be dead there or... Wow, that was really good. Probably the best movie I've seen all night. But seriously, that was not a Western movie. I was looking for a Western movie. I can't believe this. Look, free Western movies. See, this is more like what I was looking for. The hard hombre. Hard hombre. Ghost Patrol. Phantom Cowboy. He's from the West, find horror, find some shit monsters. Yeah, kind of want to do that. Let's do horror. Oh, they have all the classics. The Wasp Woman. Have you seen The Wasp Woman? This might be good. Oh, she's a beekeeper? And she turns into a wasp? Wait, what? Oh, what about the eye creatures? Alright. Between the Wasp Woman and the eye creatures, what sounds better? Dr. Zinthrop is a scientist on the verge of discovering how to make a rejuvenating serum from enzymes extracted from a queen wasp. And a small American town is invaded by hideous aliens. A group of kids try to warn the police of the impending strike, but... ... Continue reading. Aren't taken seriously. Can the two still defend itself against the alien? That's not a correct sentence. Alright, Wasp Women it is. Let me see if I can find a better version, though. The Wasp Woman. Full movie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm also into those bug boobs. That's why Hollow Knight is my favorite game. Yeah, no kidding. It's really spooky. I mean, this is basically just regular big band jazz, right? That's what it sounds like. I guess the spooky horns are going to be in the background the entire movie. He's like looking back to see if he sees them. I swear I can hear people playing horns. 5 decibels too loud. Don't they know that? Well, there's something that sounds like a bee up there. Or even several bees. Oh, I guess he's going to another tree. There we go. Whoa. Is this a standard apiary kit?
Now, don't get nasty, my little friend. Your puppy is not going to hurt you one bit. Just relax and sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And in the morning, you'll find yourselves in your new home. Hey, my pets?
Oh god, he's sinister. I don't like him. He is planning something with those bees. That is for damn sure. I'm surprised he didn't already have, you know, bees, considering he already has full beekeeper, like, outfits and equipment and all this shit. He had to go out into the wild to get more bees. Oh, they just have shit tons of bees. God damn. Yeah, I guess it must be. Yeah, you just got it on like the apiary black market or something. It was all just all the knockoff equipment that doesn't actually work. I guess he's going to find more bees, or he's coming back. I don't know if these are the same character.
Good
No,
morning, Doc.
definitely
What
not.
you got there? Aaron, I found some new friends.
I thought they were just breaking continuity.
What? Better be careful. They can sting a man to death.
Oh.
Don't worry, we understand each other. They know who their friend is. They can tell.
No, no, no. Good
Yeah,
sir.
but they know when you ain't, too.
Wasps do not befriend anybody.
You knew about wasps what I know. You have no fear of them, my boy. No fear.
Just throw those wasps on the side of the road. They will not befriend you. Spoilers. We have a third beekeeper character, whose face we can't see, and a fourth.
Yeah, surprised to see you out here in the field, sir. How are things running at the front office?
Smooth as honey, Renfro. I see here you turned in over 1,000 pounds of orange.
I don't get that
money,
joke ever.
400 of beeswax last month, Renfro. Congratulations. You've made the top of the list again.
Thank you, sir.
Holiday honey needs your kind of man, Renfro. You stay with it, and I can see a bright future for you with the company.
Well, I just try to do my best, Mr. Parker.
I try to take my inspiration from the bees. Always busy, busy, busy.
That is pretty great.
What about this fellow, Dr. Zinthram?
You just had to fit the hat in there.
Boy, there's a nut. Him and his bees.
Wait,
you know, it
he's
wouldn't
got
surprise me someday to
the
see him
fucking
flapping his
cowboy
arms
hat.
taking off after some queen bee with the rest of the drone.
Hmm? Well, he's paid to do research on royal jelly. Haven't had a progress report from him in a month.
Well, he has a little workshop up there back of the orange grove. Keeps a few colonies.
I suppose I better go up there and take a look.
Yep, gotta audit every single beekeeper out here. May as well go there. The hats are fucking nonsense, and it's great.
Where's this fellow's Winthrop?
Oh, he's up where the extractor is, up there.
Hey. This isn't a honeybee.
This is a wasp.
What? Who's responsible for this?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you he was a crackpot.
Winthrop,
Wait,
huh?
you found one wasp in like a storm of honeybees? How did you manage that? There's so many bees there. Did you just pluck a wasp out of the air? Why would you not just think it's a wild wasp? There are surely just tons of fucking wasp hives just everywhere.
Winthrop! Winthrop!
Who's responsible for this?
Now look here, Winthrop, what's all this nonsense about wasps?
I'm so glad you dropped in, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Discovery? What do you mean?
Well, sir, I almost perfected a new method of extracting royal jelly from the queen wasp.
According to my figures, you're better at extracting funds from the company. Now look here, Winthrop,
You're a
over
very
$1,000
expensive
last month for miscellaneous.
Yes, I know. But, Mr. Barker, let me just show you something. Just let me show you something. Already I've learned to slow the process of aging. Soon, I shall be able to reverse it entirely.
In wasps.
What are you getting at, Winthrop?
Look, what do you see?
Oh no. Don't do it with the dogs.
Let's say an old dog and a young dog.
Yeah, this guy is definitely evil.
But they're exactly the same age. You see, the little one, Greta, has been given regular injections of my compound from the queen wasp.
Just like I told you, Mr. Barker. Look here, Winthrop.
So it still has the mind of a child as
I understand
well.
about science and progress and all that, but you were attained
Let
to
it grow
extract
up,
Queen
Jesus.
Bee royal jelly. Now, it's a health food, a cosmetic. It's not a miracle drug or an elixir of youth. That sort of thing is impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Parker...
Winthrop, I'm sorry, Winthrop, but I'm going to have to let you go. You just don't seem to be one of the team. You understand. Good luck. I'm sure you'll fit in somewhere.
Your wasps really suck. Your dogs too.
Fit in. Somewhere.
Oh, and now he gets his revenge, right?
Oh, now, don't worry, my friend. We shall find a home somehow, somewhere. Oh, but you sound impatient. I know. It's your babies, huh? They're hungry and they must be fed. Now, how would you like a nice, juicy little caterpillar, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Now, you must eat them. Be strong because, well, a lot of work to do together. Yes, sir. A lot of work.
So sinister. Yeah, like kill everybody.
As you can see, gentlemen, sales
Oh.
for the last fiscal quarter,
Is this the 2B wasp woman?
14.5%. There has not been a corresponding drop in our competitive sales. I trust one of you gentlemen has a satisfactory explanation for this decline. Not
Nope.
one little suggestion, gentlemen.
Nothing
We'll
at all.
start with you, Thompson. As public relations manager, no doubt you have some faint glimmering of what's happening to Stalin products. Well, Thompson?
Well, you see, I
had no idea you were such an excellent public speaker, Thompson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Starlin. I guess I'm not feeling very well this morning.
I'm sorry you are.
I think I can tell you why Starlin products are falling off so badly, Miss Starlin.
We're listening, Lane. Where would you put the responsibility for this decline?
On you, Miss Starlin.
Oh, shit.
I imagine you have arguments to support that contention.
We've all been looking at it for the past 20 minutes. The most convincing argument is right on that graph. May I show you? Thank you. Now, right here in April is when Starlin sales started falling off.
Very clever of you, Lane.
Would you mind waiting until I finish, Miss Starlin?
That's enough, Lane.
Relax, Willis. My apologies for the interruption.
Thank you. Now, as I said, sales began to fall in April, but the reason for the fall was back here in February. Now, the Starlin products have always been thought of as something of a modern miracle in the cosmetics trade. A firm built to a multi-million-dollar-a-year business on the strength and appeal of one person, Janice Starlin. From the beginning, right through until February of this year, only one woman's
Stalin?
face was used to advertise those products. Your face, Miss Starlin. The public have come to accept you as a symbol. Well, now, after 16 years, they see a different face. They don't trust it. They feel cheated. The simple fact is that Starlin Cosmetics should have Janice Starlin's picture advertising them.
Stalin, like Joseph Stalin?
That's about all I've got to say.
A darn good job of saying it, too.
I agree. Lane makes a lot of sense on that score, Miss Starlin.
I think I've had enough flattery for one morning, gentlemen. It's a very convincing argument, Lane. There's only one small factor you've overlooked. Not even Janice Starlin can remain a glamour girl forever.
Miss Starlin,
Yes,
there's Mr. Zinthrop in reception. He says he has an appointment.
thank you. Well, this has been a very informative get-together. That'll be all for now.
I learned that I fucked everything up. Or at least that's what that guy says.
Oh, Arthur,
Yes, Miss Starlin.
I'd like to see you in my office.
Sure, Miss Starlin. Take it easy, hotshot.
Something on your mind, Miss Starlin?
You've done some work on royal jelly, haven't you?
A little.
Ah, this is the tie-in.
Real therapeutic values in it.
Well, I'd say so. Of course, a lot depends on each individual's reaction to the stuff.
What do you mean?
It's just that no two people react in precisely the same way. One man's meat's another man's poison.
Oh. But you think royal jelly can be beneficial in some cases.
Queen bees set a lot of store by it.
I'll accept that as an affirmative answer. Supposing a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained.
Powerful?
Queen wasp, for example.
What are you talking about?
I mean, well, do you suppose that might have some rejuvenating effect on a human being?
I'd stay away from wasps if I were you, Miss Starlin. Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider. They're both carnivorous. They paralyze their victims and then take their time devouring them alive. They kill their mates in the same way, too. Strictly a one-sided romance.
Yeah, women, trying to ascend above their place.
In the love life of the queen wasp. I want your opinion.
They truly were a really bad decade,
Using
weren't they?
enzyme extracts.
But hey, at least
Royal
this
wasp
this movie has the idea
want
of
an
having a
honest
woman
opinion,
already
Miss
at the
Starlin?
top.
Of course I
I'm not
want
sure if
an
that's a good thing considering what's happening, but
And my advice is forget about it.
Thank you, Arthur.
Anytime, Miss Starlin.
you can almost call it progressive, except that it's not.
have Mr. Zinthrop come in.
Yeah.
I'm going out there.
Oh. About time.
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
Miss Darling?
Yes. How do you do? I'm afraid I won't be able to give you much time, Mr. Zinthrop.
But it is I who give you the time, Miss Darling. Oh, yes. Plenty of time I
it's you
give
again.
you. 10, maybe 15 years I give you.
I want you to understand one thing very clearly, Mr. Zinthrop. I expect absolute proof of what you claimed in your letter. Tangible proof, not words.
That whole scene was
Such
just...
proof you shall get, madame. And more. But I think I better show you in the
Starting to
laboratory.
age.
All right.
So is this really the reason this plot happens? She's not pretty enough, so she's gonna turn into a wasp lady? Because she wants royal jelly?
They look terrible. Why don't you put them out of their misery?
Madame, you ask for proof. Please be kind enough to look at proof you ask for. May I proceed? Thank you.
I can't believe it.
Come, little.
Oh no. Poor little guy.
In a few minutes, madame, you shall see a miracle you shall not believe.
Knowing this decade,
no
they
tricks.
actually just
You
injected
may look
that
if you like.
gerbil.
I have no tricks.
Or guinea pig, or whatever
Don't
that
look
creature
at me.
is.
I'm not changing.
It might take a few minutes. Wait.
Don't believe
it. Turned into a rat?
I see you do not believe one animal, so I bring two. I show you again? Yes?
Yes, I must be sure.
Yes, madame.
Yeah, please show me that again, because this is nonsensical. Show me turning a guinea pig into a rat again, please. No, keep your eyes on it.
Well, Miss Darling, does my secret have interest for you? Yes?
What are your terms,
Wait.
Mr. Zinthrop?
What happened?
First, I must have a laboratory full with everything I need for my research. If we're successful, well, I ask for a little percentage. But I must get full credit for my discovery. That is most important to me.
I'll have Gordon draw up the contract.
Oh, contracts I do not need. You give me your word. Good enough for me.
You amaze me. Frankly, when I received your letter, I thought
Yeah,
you were
it's
just
like
another
they couldn't
eccentric.
afford another rat,
There was always a chance you might not be.
and it's still not even
And you
there in
walk
the
here and
cage.
tell me nothing short of a miracle. 2 miracles. And you say that you'll accept my word that I won't cheat you.
You won't. I know you're a good woman, even if you do not like other people to know it. However, my formula may not be good for human beings. I have not tested yet.
You will on me.
Oh, no. There might be danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Zinthrop. Janice Starlin will be your next guinea pig.
Very well. Though it may take
And then
a
she'll
little
be a
time
rat.
to prepare sufficient extract. A week, maybe more.
I'll make whatever arrangements you may need for your equipment.
Thank you, madame. Now I see how you built all this.
I'm very close to losing it, Mr. Zinthrop. Maybe working together we can save Janice Starlin Enterprises. Maybe even make it bigger than ever before.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sure the next 3 months we'll see a rise in Starlin sales that will surpass anything we've dared imagine. Mr. Zinthrop is working on the final stages of the development that will revolutionize the cosmetic industry. He's to have a free hand in his experiments and will be answerable to no one but myself. At the moment, I cannot divulge the nature of Mr. Zinthrup's experiments, but I can assure you it will bring worldwide recognition to Janus Starlin Enterprises.
Not sinister at all. He's just doing the same thing again. He's just reusing clips from earlier in the movie.
I don't know. This Zinthrop must be the granddaddy of all confidence men to taking a gal like Starlin. Why doesn't somebody wise her up?
Like you, for instance? Bill, what makes you think Zinthrop really isn't on the level? After all, we don't even know what he's working on. It could be very legitimate.
You're as bad as she is. Oh, women.
Women. Yeah, tell us about women, good sir.
Every time you're stuck to an answer, you always come up with women. You're not getting out of this one so easily. I'd like to know why you think Zinthrop really hasn't got something.
Well, you can call it male intuition if you like. It's just that there's something about this whole business that doesn't smell right. The private laboratory, the secret experiments.
I hate that he's right.
The only thing that's missing is a genie with a lamp.
I hate agreeing with this douchebag.
I'll let you buy me dinner.
Buy you dinner? What's happened to your sporting blood? I thought we were going to toss for the check.
Oh, no. You won the last 3 times.
All right, look, I'll make a deal with you. Dinner is on me if you promise to keep an eye on what goes on in there.
What do you want me to do? Read her mail and send you messages and keep her code?
You could do worse.
Oh, no, Mr. Cooper, not you, too.
I've been trying to tell Bright Eyes here that I think Zinthrop is a phony and a confidence man.
If I were sure of that, I wouldn't be worried. I think he's a lot more dangerous. A quack.
Well, I don't follow you, Coop.
Well, a confidence man would just be interested in your money. The only damage they can do is to your pocketbook.
Oh, I guess we're done with that conversation.
Listen, Ivy, I'm getting sick of this TV every night. I mean, you know, we can do the same thing in a nightclub. Well, almost.
Dude, I really think so.
Good morning. Janus Starlin Enterprises. I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice. Irving calls me to tell me Dr. Cyclops is on Channel 9 tonight. Crust. I've seen it twice already.
Good morning.
Just the way the women are written.
Is Miss Starlin in her office now?
Miss Starlin's in conference. Would you like to speak to her secretary?
Oh, no. Just say to Miss Darlin I should like to see her when she has time, huh?
Yes.
What are you
Was
looking
there
at?
something else, Mr. Vincent?
No. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mr. Zinthrop. You don't have to be awkward about it.
What a character. A regular 2-eyed Dr. Cyclops. Even the bow. Good morning. May I see Miss Zodling, please?
I don't know if that was really a bow. It was just sort of like a head nod.
I wonder what his game is.
Who cares?
You know, Morton thinks he's a crackpot. I heard him telling Cooper so. Old Bug Eyes really has the execs worried.
About what?
That's just it. They don't know.
Oh. So anyway, back to Irving.
Back to all those movies I've already seen. Yeah.
Good Good morning, Miss
And all the
Darling.
weird
Good
characters
morning.
that come into their office and mess with
I
them.
couldn't get away any sooner. Is it important?
Miss Darling, do you remember the big cat I showed you last week? No?
What about it?
Well, I want you to look at him. Come.
No.
Quite a difference, yes?
It's dead.
Incredible. Same mark.
A cat.
So it
You're young
de-aged.
Can you realize what that means? You're a kitten again. Your whole life to live over. How does it feel?
I think perhaps you'll be able to find out for yourself, Miss Darling.
Feels kind of shitty.
Today will be your first injection.
And remember, you didn't sign a contract.
Sit down, please.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. We have to preserve it even better.
Mr. Gleason of accounting on line 3.
What is it, Gleason? I sent you a memo. Mr. Zinthrop has carte blanche to order anything he requires.
It is no concern of yours, Gleason.
Make out a check for the full amount.
Goodness me.
Sue? Mary. Can I talk to Mr. Lanham? Bill? Hey, listen. Gleason just got a bill for $2,300. Zinthrop. Enzyme extract.
Enzyme extract. What the fuck are you extracting from an enzyme?
Yes, we are making progress. There's great improvement in the tissue.
Why is it taking so long? It's the third week.
You forget, my dear, there's more to you than a little kitten, no? Besides, there's a difference in metabolism.
Why not increase the dosage? Wouldn't that step up the process?
Patience, my dear, patience. You must tread lightly, with care, your arm, please.
We wouldn't want you to die or anything like that. Or turn into a small child. You could say it's malpractice or something. At that point.
You know, I've been experimenting with a concentrated solution of the enzymes. Oh, a great deal more powerful than the solution I've been using in your injection.
Oh?
Yes. And I think it will be better for lotions. There's an emollient lotion. It'll make estrogenic creams and all such products old-fashioned. My dear, Stalin will be world famous, bringing you to millions.
You're right, Zinthrop. There are going to be a few red faces in my advertising department.
But I am right. Why, your own mirror will tell you that I am right. Why, you look at least 5 years younger than you looked 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Yeah, we just scrubbed all those wrinkles right off your body. Corporate espionage. This always ends well.
Let me talk to Bill a minute, Sue. Thanks. Bill, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck. At lunch.
You'll have to translate
Oh,
for me.
that was
I'm
easy.
very good at that technical stuff. Pseudo-technical. Mr. Zinthrop's a very capable confidence man from what I read in this letter. He claims he can stimulate the processes of rejuvenation through the use of enzymes extracted from wasps.
Oh, but...
Well, what do you
No, you can finish that. What were you going to say?
Right now, I don't know.
Frankly, I'm getting tired of the whole business. That woman's so intent on holding back time, she's ready to fall for the first phony line she hears. Wasps.
Bill.
Face the facts, Mary. Janice Starland has built her whole life on youth and beauty. Now that she's losing them, she's scared to death. Right now, she's on cloud 9 with that quack Zinthrop, but I'd hate to be around when she comes back down to earth.
Well, maybe we can let her down easy. I think we owe her that much.
Yeah. Well, what are we going to do? We can't just let Zinthrop build up her hopes and then knock the props out from under her.
How can he do such a terrible thing? Poor Jan. There must be something we can do before it's too late.
He's got a mighty convincing argument. Very impressive to the layman.
Wait, what's the
10 to
VD?
1, he's got a record.
What
just
you
as
talking
impressive.
about?
There are ways to find out. The answer might be right here in our hands. Kid. I'm going to keep this letter for a day or two.
Wait a minute. Suppose she finds out it's gone. I'm the only one with access to that.
Oh, venereal disease.
Well, it's a chance you have to take, Mary.
I think we can be pretty sure that Coop knows what he's doing, honey.
Oh, come on, young lovers.
He walked around in the dark for a lady. Oh, is she going to inject more of the stuff at night? Yeah, probably. She's impatient. She wants to be even younger. Oh, this is such a good theme for a movie. I wonder what lessons people were supposed to have learned from this, if anything. Yep. Just inject all that shit right in your eyeball. It's the most effective method. Yeah, you're not welcome in STEM fields. Just go off in your little liberal arts corner and just disappear when you get old. We don't want to see you anymore. Oh, did you see that spray? Jesus. It's the longest self-administering of a drug I've ever seen. At least in a movie. He'll never notice. Whoa, what the fuck was wrong with the cat? Just the dumbfounded look.
What is it, Maureen?
It is you, Miss Dove.
Of course it's me. Who did you think it was?
You look so different.
Yeah, it was becoming a rat. Of course.
Maureen. I think your phone's
Well, this movie is called The Wasp
Yes, Miss
Woman.
Darling.
So is she going to turn into a rat or a wasp?
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
Or is she just going to, like, turn into a pile of goo? I don't know.
Starlin Enterprises
Let's find out.
is about to start on the most widespread publicity campaign in the history of the cosmetic industry. Our slogan will be, Return to Youth with Janice Starlin. When Mr. Zinthrop arrives, there will be a press interview and all questions
I
regarding
like
the
how their
rejuvenation
attention is just
process
wrapped
will be
now.
him. That'll be all for now, gentlemen.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You
look marvelous.
I said that will be all for now, gentlemen. Good morning. Oh, not you, Mary. Wait a minute.
Turns out they didn't give a shit about what you were saying.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
They just wanted to stare at you. I know.
Isn't it wonderful?
Now that you look fuckable again,
It's a
I can listen to
miracle.
what you're saying.
A wonderful, incredible miracle.
We're so worried about you. We really thought you were in danger. We even went to plotting how to rescue you from Mr. Zinthrop.
Jeez.
So silly, it seems ridiculous.
Oh, Mary. Mary, how old do I look? Tell me. How old? How old do I look? Tell me. How old?
Jesus.
23?
You're so
Maybe
intense.
22?
That's how old I was when I started Janice Starlin Enterprises. Do you realize what that means? I'm back where I started, 18 years ago, with what it took 18 years to accomplish.
Yeah, but it's going to keep working.
It's like a dream.
Like, I assume the drug is still going to be administered. Before all the abortions. Oh, God. Oh, God. And pies. I don't know what everyone was talking about. Like, she was attractive before. They were all saying, no, you're a fucking hag. You can't run this business. Oh. Whoa. It's just a fucking normal cat with like a patch of fur on it.
30 years.
God damn, he brutalized that thing.
Seemed to work for a while. Then the deterioration.
Oh, those tiny little, like, wings on its back?
Do you think that will happen to Jan?
I don't know. If I could just get inside of his lab.
It's ridiculous.
Not a breakdown on what he's using.
Yeah, he was like, clearly he still had the upper hand. What, now he's putting it in an oven? Oh. Thought the music was just gonna cut out forever there. Surely he can't see me around this corner that I can still see him from. Don't bring your pipe in there. They're gonna smell the smoke. They'll know somebody's been in there. fucking moron. Sneak in pipe. Yeah, it's scentless. Man, they went all out with this score. Yeah, just the cat with its tiny little wasp wings busting its way around the room. Oh, that's also the cat knocking, as it turns out. Oh no, she has wrinkles again. Can't have that.
Mr. Zinthrop? Mr. Zinthrop?
Yeah, it's like... It's basically AIDS. I am so clever and sneaky, and she surely didn't suspect me, even though she has a sense of smell. Whoa. Oh, alright.
I want you to find him, Mr. Hellman. I
That
don't care what
was-
it costs.
We'll find him, all right. Sooner or later,
I
we
guess
find
that
them
just
all.
happened.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman. Every hour he's gone, it means more than you can possibly imagine.
That's just
Well,
out of left
you haven't
field.
given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
Okay,
Mr.
I will
Zinthrop,
I will
Washington.
rewind for a second. Did you not see that? So here's what happened. Yeah, that cut was actually kind of interesting. And I assume he's
I
dead.
want you to find him, Mr. Hellman. I don't care what it costs.
I think
We'll
that's
find him,
actually
all right.
kind of well done,
Sooner or later, we find them all.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman.
but it's sort of like
Every hour he's gone,
it fucks with
means
your
more than you
mind.
can possibly imagine.
Well, you haven't given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
He had just a little tiny red blotch
Mr.
on his
Zinthrop
face.
wasn't a conventional employee. He didn't go through
He had
rigorous-
eaten a hot dog and some of the ketchup got on his face.
You say he came here about a month ago. Well, how did he come here, Miss Starlin? He just didn't walk in off the street, did he?
The letter. Right here in my drawer.
Maybe one of the other drawers.
So that's what she meant.
What who meant?
So you never even did a background check on this guy?
Miss Starlin. The letter's been taken, and you think you know who took it, is that right?
My secretary, Miss Tennyson.
You got her address handy?
Her phone number.
It might be better if I busted in on her cold. This way she'll have a chance to prepare a story.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Mary? Janice, darling.
All
Before I went
right.
to lunch, I
If
made
you
a
say
duplicate
so.
copy of Mr. Zinthrup's letter. I was going to take that one to Bill and Mr. Cooper at first, but then I thought that the original would be better.
Have you got the copy?
Yes, it's in my desk.
Get that copy, Miss Dennison. 946 West 73rd Street, Manhattan. Yeah, that's right. Get right on it, Jerry, and check back with me as soon as you can.
I know exactly what you mean. Oh. know, this score fascinates me. Just how just whimsical it is. Dude, the xylophone player will never chill. Well, okay then. I'm not sure that's exactly where I would have stopped the dramatic music.
Oh. You're sure he's our boy?
Is he?
Central emergency. Right. Well, it looks like we've got him. There's a John Doe down at Central Emergency, auto accident. There's no identification on him, but he was wearing a lab smock and fills Inthrope's description.
Mary, get my coat and Lane, get a cab downstairs. You badly hurt?
Head injury, general contusion to the body. He's had a severe injury and there's
not dead.
brain damage.
I assume
There's so
whenever
much
something
we
like
can't
that
tell it
happens,
yet.
the dude's
How long
just
before
dead.
you'll
But
know?
this guy lived.
It's hard to say, Miss Charlie.
Who's the best man for this kind of injury?
Well, there's several top specialists.
Get the best. I'll take full responsibility for the expense.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Much more of this. Okay, about 3/4.
I don't know, Arthur. I think it best we wait.
It's been 3 days since the accident, Jan. And no sign of improvement. He's still in a coma. You heard what the doctor said. He may never regain consciousness. And even if he does, who knows how badly his brain has been damaged.
Basically, you're fucked.
Well, I'll give it another 48 hours. Doesn't regain consciousness by then. Well, you can take over the laboratory, Arthur.
Janet.
It's my decision.
So when are you turning into a wasp? Oh, she's just gonna, like, start on this shit straight away. Yeah. Gotta smoke that entire tobacco pipe. That's how it works, right? You smoke the pipe and then it disappears like a cigarette.
Incredible.
I don't know shit about smoking.
Right in front of our noses. I can't have used it all. I could run a qualitative analysis.
A qualitative analysis. Jesus, dude. At least you never hit 4. Oh my god. It's amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, who's this fellow? Why did they give him this music? Oh, this poor guy. Yeah, It was amazingly worth it.
Phony thing. Always goes on a fritz right in the middle of a good program.
Bash, bash. Oh, she's fine now. All right. She's got a little bit of a headache. That's all right though.
Advertising campaign in the history of cosmetic advertising. Every newspaper and magazine in the country will be flooded with our new slogan: Return to Youth with Janice Starlin.
Excuse me, Miss Starlin.
What is it, Thompson?
I think we should be a little conservative, Miss Starlin. Cosmetics are one thing, medications another. We're liable to run into trouble.
Yes. All advertising copy will be cleared through your office.
Well, it's a touchy business, you know.
Max is right, Miss Starlin.
Don't have to second the motion, Lee. I want one thing understood very clearly now, gentlemen. Janice Starlin Enterprises is going to bring the most fantastically saleable product ever developed by modern cosmetics to the public. And I don't intend to be restricted by timidity on the part of my own staff. Is that clear?
Looks around, shrug.
Are you all right, Miss Starlin?
Don't mind me.
Just a little headache, Mary.
Just turning into a wasp woman again.
Can I get you something?
I'm all right.
I have some aspirin in my purse.
Sorry, Mary.
I can't believe she literally turned into a humanoid wasp, and that hasn't been addressed at all since then. Nobody's found the body or anything.
Hi.
Jesus.
Hi, sweetie. Gee, I sure hope they give the girls working at Starlin first crack at that new stuff. Imagine being 18 again.
I guess if it can take 15 years off Starlin, it can take 10 off you.
What do you mean 10?
Face it, honey. This is Maureen you're talking to.
Yeah? Well, if I were you, I'd take a double dose. Then maybe Irving wouldn't watch television so much.
So who says he looks
So
at
snarky.
it?
I can't imagine what else he does.
Yeah, that's
Weekend.
probably what it is.
Say, did Cooper come in yet?
Mm-mm. Missed a board meeting this morning. I bet Starlin's having a fit.
He should worry. Uh-oh. See you later.
Bye, honey.
Hi, pretty puss.
Pretty
You know where,
puss?
Miss Starlin's office is?
That's not how you talk to a lady, good sir.
Sweet number one.
La-dee-da, the Duchess of Flatbush herself.
How'd you like to have this phone wrapped around your ear, wise guy?
That's more like it, sister.
Just fire him. I don't care that you're not his boss, just fire him. Yeah, this guy is fucking horrible.
Miss Starlin. Oh, what is it, Mary?
Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Is Mr. Zinthrop's room ready?
Uh-huh. The nurse is fixing the emergency equipment now, and the ambulance is due any minute.
Be sure to let me know.
Did you mean the
when it's
phone cord wrapped around his ear?
Oh, Mary, please, before you go, could you see if you could work that thing?
Oh, sure.
I feel like it'd be more threatening if it were around the neck.
Simple enough. That'll be all, Mary. Thank you. We've had a room especially made over for you, Mr. Zinthrop. And Miss Warren has a room adjoining yours, so there'll be someone near you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you're feeling better, Mr. Zinthrop, there are a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
Good, good.
As soon as possible. One of which includes I turned into a humanoid wasp.
make you comfortable, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm going to spend the nights here in my office. So if anything develops, I'll be on hand.
Thank you. Thank you. Start. Only there's something. I must tell you. Something important. But I cannot remember.
Oh, I can't remember. But
I'm
it's
sure it
important.
Right now, the main thing is to get you back to health.
Just think harder.
Take good care of him, Miss Warren.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Sure is funny about old Coop.
This is one day of work and you're ready to call missing person.
Well, he's a pretty conscientious guy, honey. If he felt sick or something, he'd have called in.
Relax. He'll probably be in Brighton shippering.
Interrupting something?
Oh, we were just having a little coffee clutch, Miss Starlin. We were talking about Mr. Cooper.
What about Mr. Cooper?
Well, about his missing the meeting this morning. Nobody's been able to reach him all day.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mr. Cooper's been here a long time.
He'll never
Probably
leave.
feels he's entitled to take a day for himself now and then.
That's what I've been trying to tell Mr. Lane.
Oh, by the way, Miss Starlin, how is Mr. Zinthrop?
Oh, fine. In a few days, we'll start the layouts for the campaign.
Oh, I'm ready when you are, boss.
Look those over.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Don't go getting any ideas about the boss.
Well, me? Don't be silly. I just wanted to know that I'm an eager member of the team.
This fucking scumbag. Oh, it's this guy again. Sound like buzzing, huh? Oh, that's so loud.
What's that? What?
Oh,
Lie down
fuck.
now. Just had a bad dream. Lie down now. Go to sleep.
This horrible sound. Like a nightmare.
It's a bad dream. Lie down.
It's just a dream. I won't go check on it or anything.
Have other things to think about than worrying whether the night watchman walked off the job.
Well, that's just it, Miss Darling. Mr. Green feels that the watchman never left the building. His lunch pail and his raincoat are still in the basement.
I don't want to hear anything more about it, Mary.
That city backdrop is definitely not fake.
All right, Miss Darling.
That's all I have to say about this.
We'll use these.
She swears she heard a scream from one of the other floors. Zinthrop heard it too, but she convinced him he was having a bad dream.
Oh, maybe they both were.
Man, word really gets around.
Not
Jesus.
funny anymore, Mary. There's something going on in that building. I'm going to find out what it is.
How?
Have a look around Cooper's lab, for one thing. After that, I don't know.
I don't really have a plan.
Steady. Bill, this is crazy. We can really get in trouble.
I won't tell Miss Warren, but it is important.
All right, Miss Darling. I'll be in my room.
Zinthrop. Zinthrop, you've got to help me. Something's happening. Something's happening to me. I can't control it.
There's something I must remember, but I can't.
Try to think. The wasp enzymes. The extracts you were experimenting with before the accident. Try to think.
Well, this is Zinthrop's notebook, Mary. Notes on his experiments with Jan.
Well, how did Cooper get hold of it?
I don't know. If only Coop would show up.
How do you think?
Mary, look.
Mr. Cooper's pipe.
Don't you get it? He's going to go out without his pants and leave that pipe behind. He's
still somewhere in the building. I bet a year's salary on it.
If he is.
He's dead.
He
And the
must
night
be
watch.
dead.
There's only enough left for one more injection. One more. You've got to make more, Zinthrop. Help me, Zinthrop.
I get that we know that that dude is dead, but
Help me! Help me!
goodness. Oh, this costume. Oh, it's so great. Oh, God. What if the implication is that she literally just eats the entire body?
No, don't touch him.
If anybody knows what's behind all this, it's him. Mr. Zinthrop.
Bill. Look at...
I think we're on a horror movie set.
Her coat, purse, and everything else are still in there. She wouldn't go out without her purse.
Bill, let's get out of here. I don't like it.
Cat. Cat. Must warn her.
Mr. Zinthrop.
Who are you?
Well, there's nothing to be alarmed about, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm Bill Lane, and this is Miss Dennison, Miss Starlin's secretary.
Miss Starlin. The cat.
What about a cat?
Must warn her. Injections.
Yeah.
Must not take any more injections.
It's a little late,
Darling, in
dude.
danger?
Terrible danger. I must...
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop. You're still pretty weak. Mary, see if you can get Jan on the phone.
All right. All right.
I think the solution is actually to take more injections.
No answer.
Oh, Miss Darlin?
Is that you, Mary?
We're in the building.
We're in Mr. Zintrop's room.
Something's happened down
Here,
here.
let me talk to her. Hello, Miss Starlin. This is Lane.
Why are you and Mary still in the building?
I myself... I'm
Don't let him get up,
responsible.
Mary.
I myself... I must not
I
hold
can't
me
explain
back.
now, Miss Starlin.
I must go.
Hang on to it.
I must help. You must not hold me back.
Don't worry, Mr. Zinthrop. We won't let
You
him
don't need to come over and help.
Hello.
She's perfectly capable of
What's
holding
going
him
on
down.
down there?
Stay in your office. I'll be right up. Keep an eye on Zinthrop, honey. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, no. The insect. The insect.
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop.
You do not understand. Miss Darling, she's in danger. I must warn her.
Look, I'll have to stay here. You go for Jan.
Man, this
When you
guy
get
is
up there,
not
call the police.
any
You can't
help.
get outside on this phone.
All right, I'll hurry.
Not the police. Not the police.
Time to waspify. Come on, you know you want to.
Mary!
Claim one more victim.
Darling, please! Open the door!
What is this, Mary?
Darling, please. Will you please call the police? What for? Look, I don't have time to...
Mary!
Oh, God. Jesus.
I'm sorry I had to do that. There's no time for hysteria. Now, what is this?
Enzymes. The enzymes, they're going crazy.
Sure, Mr. Sinthrop. Now, you just relax and take it easy. Everything will be all right. We'll take care of those, whatever
You do not
call them.
understand. You do not understand that girl. You shouldn't have sent her upstairs. She's in danger. You must stop her before it is too late.
Okay, as soon as the cops get here, we'll take her.
Oh, you fool, you fool. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
Stalin, kill Mary?
Stalin?
Miss Darling is not a human being any longer. The enzymes have changed her. She will destroy the girl as a female wasp would destroy her enemies, and then devour the remains.
Because she's literally a wasp.
Then Bill found Mr. Zinthrup's notebook in Cooper's desk. No, there's no mistake. We've got to call the police now.
Now, Mary, you're just getting a little excited. Now, who could possibly want to hurt Mr. Cooper?
Oh,
No.
here we go.
It's not only Mr. Cooper. What about...
Whenever the... Oh, yeah. How does that happen so quickly? And why is she able to morph back into a human? This costume is so great. Yeah, Stinger.
I thought you were correct. Mary.
She does have bare hands, and it's kind of ridiculous.
Wait, I go with you.
I can't wait. I'm going to take the stairs.
Oh, look. Laboratory. She's going to laboratory.
Get up the stairs fast.
But I can't. Oh no, she's dead already. I don't think you can share an image. You should be able to link one if you've uploaded it somewhere, though. But if you just put it on Twitter, I'll take a look at it. The ultimate showdown. Oh, no. I wrestled a wasp once.
Get away from her.
Yeah. Oh, and then he dies. Oh, out the window. She could still scream like a woman? With what mouth parts?
Mary.
And he's dead. Maybe she still kind of had a mouth. Wow. Man, that's the way it was back in the day. The monster died, may as well just fucking end the movie. Nothing else could really resolve, right? Jesus Christ. That was quite something. There's my fucking cursor. There we go. These are not boobs. Because I'm putting an eyebrow here, which identifies them as not boobs. Yeah, that was quite something. Did you post your image to Twitter? Oh yeah, that's some really good coloring, dude. Is that digital? Good shit. Yeah, it's got to be digital, right? That's awesome shit. I really like the purple and black that you put on the lower dude. And you based it completely off Greg versus Greg. Too many Gregs for this city. Or what was the name of that mock-up? Anyway, this is my rating for this movie, this image here. But also, this is my rating for the Wasp costume. Let's fix up that. Oh. Yeah, I would give that that movie. It was quite a lot better than the other one, but holy shit. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go to bed now. 2 Gregs. Well, you have a good night, ma'am. I'm gonna head out. Go on ahead, get some sleep and shit like that. Yeah, have a good one. I've been liking all your shit that you've uploaded to Twitter. All your updates for your pictures and shit. Like seeing those. Good night.